Welcome back to Wisdom of the Agility Leader. Nick, your third question. You gave us some great talk about assessments and how we can assess people, but can you provide an example of an organization who successfully applied either both individual leadership agility or organizational agility?
Stephen, I'll be glad to share with you, and they'll be happy to let me share this with you as well. It was Turner Broadcasting. It's now known as Warner Media. It's been acquired by AT&T, but for the past 5 years, we were working with them on helping with their agility transformation. Warner, and you'll recognize, well, in this case, let's refer back to Turner Broadcasting. You'll recognize Turner primarily through a number of its brands like CNN, yep. For example, is a good example. They were really being disrupted a lot by the digital disruption that was going on. So not only were they focused on the technology to enable them to deal with the digital disruption, but also it meant behavioral change, leadership, leading the effort in that. So one of the things that we did with them to help in this transformation is that we worked directly with their high potentials. Every single year for the past 5 years, we took about 40 of their high potentials. These were the high potentials that typically were vice presidents and above, heads of business units that ranged anywhere from 25 people to several hundred people. And the idea was, how do we build in capability and present this information and valuable information and data back to them? So we equipped internally, we actually certified internal coaches to be able to interpret our 360-degree leadership agility assessment. And in part of that process, that became integral to the training program that they had, these high potentials had, which is a 3-day program. And then they provided the feedback, the typical things that you would do, in a coaching effort, so that the leader had specific feedback about his or her strengths and had a development plan built for his or her own leadership development activities. Subsequent to that, about 6 months later, we administered the organizational agility profile at each business unit. So now you already had a motivated and energized business unit leader, one of these high potential leaders, who understood it personally, but also was now delivering that and working within each of his or her business units to gain their insights in terms of the organizational agility needed in order to transform. So what the organization did is really leverage both the individual leadership agility combined with organizational agility to truly bring about their agility transformation.
I think most organizations have to do that anyway. They can't do it in isolation. It won't be as effective. So, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have just heard from the agility leader, Dr. Nicholas Horney, and thank you very much for being on our series and sharing how we need to be more agile in these times of ours. Thank you very much, Nick.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it.